Good morning everyone, it's Dale here from dnmservices. Lovely Saturday morning here in Mackay. I'm out towards the northern beaches today. Just doing a job for a fella I've done some work for before. So thanks to all these repeat customers I'm getting, it's nice to be back, and it's nice to be needed. So today I have to just spend a few hours here. The guy has some prior commitments, but I've got to clean out this little area here, take out some trees. So I'm going to put you on the roof of the machine during this process, and I'll have the microphone inside and have a chat to you and let you know what we're doing. Might be a fun ride because I tend to pull the odd tree onto myself. Trees have a mind of their own, but sometimes it's my fault too. But anyway, rightio, I'll turn the camera around to show you what we're doing here and what we're going to do. There's a lot of guava trees and just other rubbish trees in here. So we'll just clean up what we can. The guava trees put out suckers, and you'll see a few over behind where his chooks are there. He's got a heap of chooks. But yeah, there's lots of little ones coming out of the ground over there. But yeah, some of these trees will be leaving behind, but the bigger ones and the smaller ones will be taken out. I'll be pulling them out by the roots today. So I'll be not mulching, I'll be just knocking them over, breaking them up, and pulling them out by the roots, because he definitely does not want them coming back, because that's the only way to deal with these guava trees, which are most of them that are in here. There's a few, I think they're called cottonwood, I'm not 100% certain on those, but yeah, just this area, just in here. So we're only going to spend about 4 to 5 hours here, depending on his prior commitment. Anyway, that's it for what we're going to do today, and then I'll put you up on top of the machine to see what sort of havoc we can wreak here today. Good morning everybody. Oh, turn these tunes down. They're really just for me, the tunes. Maybe a bit of background music. I don't know what I'm listening to, a bit of random stuff. Anyway, Saturday morning. The owner's here, but he's not out of bed. So I forgot to check with him which way to get into this paddock. There's only one way in that I can see from this side anyway, so we'll make our way there. So we'll just go for a bit of a walk up to his house and make a left-hand turn up here, and then there's a gate. Got to move a bale of hay because he's got a horse in this paddock as well. So horses have a feed, but we're going to interrupt the horse's feed. And then we're going to go in there. There's our horse. I don't know what it is. It's a cream horse, or tan, or grey if you're colourblind, a shade of grey. I'm sure he'll wake up soon, this guy, because I'm going to be making a bit of noise right near his bedroom, I'd say, or one of his rooms. Probably upset the chooks a little bit too. We've got a real menagerie going on here. Let's get this round bale out of the way. tip it over. Put it close to the fence so the horse can have a chew. There you go, horse, your thing's back. Drop me buckets now, silly me. Now you'll get to watch me pick all my buckets up, that'll be embarrassing. Oh, horse is gone. Sometimes I can pick my buckets up so easy and other times I don't. I wonder if anyone else has that problem. Depends how tired I am, I guess. Anyway, we'll drop this one off with the quick hitch. I got an alarm going off there telling me that I've unhitched the bucket. Leave that one there, and I think this will be my weapon of choice for the morning. My 300mm wide bucket. It's pretty decent with trees, and I'll take the ripper in as well. See a little red tang will come through, the bucket will drop a bit, and then I just put it around and it's locked up. Here comes the owner. He's turned that annoying beep off. I must have woke him up by the looks of it. Grab this ripper out of here. Use my thumb to pick it up. Pluck it out of the bucket here. And make sure I'm not going to run over anything here. Definitely don't want to run over anything that there shouldn't be. He was wondering if I'd fit through this gate, but I'll get through here quite easily because it's only 2 metres wide, this machine. Just over 6 foot. Here we go. Through the gate we go. I reckon he's lawn grass a bit, but you get that when you bring an excavator in. It can't always be surgical. First victim, I reckon, that little, whatever that is there. I'll go out and have a quick chat, but morning, Sam. Good, thank you. I'll just get into it, eh?
Yeah, mate, yeah.
Yep.
It doesn't matter if you have 2 or 3 piles, it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, too easy. Okay. That's it. There's the instructions. He's gonna try and pull some stuff out by hand, but when you've got a machine here, why do that? Why do that? That was easy, hey? His name's Sam, but that was easy, Sam. There's another one. Snapped it off. Get into this one here, whatever it was. Get it out of the way. Find its roots. Alright. There's some toy ones. Let's get into the real work. Get that weed out while I'm going. I'll give it a brush with the teeth. Brush with the teeth. And there's a weed. That would be a giddy grass. It's called. Terrible stuff. Horses will chew it when it's young. They don't mind it, but when it gets big balls on it, big balls. when it gets into a big root ball, like that was a small root ball. They get massive, and you can't. The animals just can't eat them, and they trip you over in the paddock, I'd reckon. Grab these, and we've already got a bit of a pile started for me. We're just going to do a burn pile. We're not actually mulching today, we're just smashing up stuff. Pulling it to bits, tearing it down. A few heavy weeds in here, which is nothing much, but we'll get to some proper work very, very soon. Just clear on the way as I go in. Sam's going to pick up all the little stuff for me by the looks of it, which is good. That'll save me mucking around too much. Sam's a machine operator himself. He works in the coal mines out here. I don't know which one. One of them. This is a guava tree sucker. This will be affectionately known by all the locals here as plugger trees. I don't know why. I don't know where that name come from. Plugger. Here's another one, a little one. Just grab it by the roots and rip it out. You see quite a long root system that they have. I'll shake all the dirt off, keep the dirt in the field here, in the paddock. And plus it doesn't burn very well either, the old dirt. Retrieve my headphones, they fell down. Put them up here where you can't see anyway, but I'll put them up where they normally go. They make a bit of a rattle sometimes, that might interfere with the voice. More roots, more plugger tree. There'll be lots of them in here. Not as many as some places I've been to. Some people they just take over. They're not a native, I don't think, to Australia. Get some more of this guinea grass. Let it rot in the ground. Fill in some holes. I see these roots, these guava trees will actually shoot from roots. So I get the roots out where I can as well. Hopefully you can see it, what I'm doing. We've got it set on a wide angle for you all. Let me know if you enjoy this sort of footage, because I will do more. I do enjoy doing video footage. I just sometimes get in the moment and I don't even bother turning the cameras on. But I do have cameras. My photography has been a hobby of mine for a long time actually. So, and video is just sort of a progression of that, I guess. Let's pull this one out. Here he comes. a few more roots. Oh, there's lots of green ants in there too. They love guava trees, so I am not the friend of green ants, and they will be, as soon as I get out of the cab, they'll be biting me. They just find me and come and get me. The old green ants, they're completely fearless too. And they have a way of climbing up you. They'll climb up, even though I've got long trousers on and socks and shoes and everything, they will climb up and they'll get you in the most tenderest places, like your groin, your neck, mainly your neck. They love getting you around the neck for some reason. They're nothing like I've never experienced a fire ant, but that would be like next level apparently, but nothing like that. But they definitely have a nasty little bite. Like that, and they're completely fearless. They just attack. As soon as you disturb their nest, they must send some sort of pheromone out, and then the whole army comes at you. More roots. I'll try and get as many as I can for him, but some are just going to be too much. I'll have to cut them off with a saw or something. Backfill some of these holes with a bit of debris. And just chase these roots. This root's probably from this other tree here even, I'd say. Might even come back with the smooth bucket, my 1500ml bucket, and tidy it up. These little 300ml bucket or 1 foot bucket, not the best for levelling out, especially when I'm on a bit of a time schedule, limited amount of time to do the maximum amount of work for this fellow. Tree. What is that? Oh no, that is a devil's fig, that one, they call him. Spiky little bush. And they grow quite tall and prolific seeders. Okay. Turn the tracks. Aim at the next victim and attack. Got it all. Love it when a plan comes together. Right? Look at all those roots. Imagine what the big one's going to have on them. I've got a couple of big ones in here to get. We've had rain as well, and I think he's been putting his hose. He's got a ball of water, so he's got endless water. I think he's put his hose in the paddock to soften the ground up a little bit for me as well, which is a good help. And it will keep the dust down. Sliding around in my seat, I just realised I didn't put my seatbelt on. Didn't think of it, it just helps. Plus, safety first, you know. Wear the seatbelt. I had a couple of moments, mainly on hills. Okay, there we go. We'll snap this one off, and then we will get into some tree roots after that. Makes easy work. Imagine what the bigger machines can do. only 5.5 tonne. Big machines come along and pluck this out in a heartbeat without having to take any branches off. But I just want to get over the top a little bit. Oh, them green ants are cranky, they're angry. This one's slightly bigger, so I'll dig around the base of it a bit and loosen up and break off some roots. And then I will rip it out. Big roots. I'll tidy up these piles in a bit. The main thing is get the trees out of the ground. That is the main project. See how these things, during the course of what we're doing, I'd say we'll see how they shoot new trees out just from the roots. An invasive species. Nobody likes invasive species. It's certainly a beautiful day. It's hot though. It is hot. It's already hot. I'm in the air conditioning, and it won't take long. It won't be long, and the air conditioning will be working very hard. I know. Yesterday, I was working the right-hand side of my machine towards the western sun. And I have my phone sitting there. It just sits neatly there in a leather case, so it's not from getting scratched and what have you. And it overheated. And even though it was in the cab in the air conditioning, but it was closer to the window than obviously it wanted to be. And I had to go and stick it near an air conditioning vent just to cool it down. So many tree roots here. I'll doze this ground and make it smoother, but you can see lots and lots and lots of trees there come from one. You must have mowed it once upon a time. When you mow them, they come back worse. So the only way to do it is what I'm doing, or some heavy duty poison. Don't mow your guava trees or plugger trees. It doesn't work. It's a temporary fix. Blade down gives me a bit more bite power. I lose, because I have a hydraulic hitch, tilting hitch on, I lose a bit of breakout force, quite a bit actually. But I wouldn't be without that tilting hitch. And you speak to anyone who has got one, and their comments are the same. They wouldn't be without it. Meaning it can do that, both sides. But yeah, definitely lose some breakout force, but I just persevere. give it a bit. Broke it off. That opened it up, didn't it? Opened up the area, look at that. I've been doing a bit of this lately, just pulling them out. Did a job the other day for another repeat customer. Same thing, just pulled them out, but I put them into a pile. I don't know whether I posted it yet. I put them into a pile and then I just mulched the pile because the people in question are right into recycling. And well, the people I'm talking about, sorry. And yeah, last time I was there, I did the same thing. I pulled a heap of trees out and just turned them all into mulch for them. They had a big pile of mulch in their backyard, and they were very happy about that. So they can use it in their gardens. There you go. There's a tree. There was a tree just growing from a root, or a sapling, I should say. I'm going to make a mess in here, but I will do my best to clean it up towards the end of the day. I'm not going to muck around with it too much because I'll run around with the dozer blade and the big mud bucket. It'll be a lot more efficient than this little bucket. How good is the thumb too, eh? That's another thing I wouldn't be without. It's heavy and it adds a lot of weight and it causes me stability issues, but on my next machine, if I ever do get another machine, I would overspec the machine as in for weight carrying capacity. So this one's 5.5 tonne. I'm looking and investigating 7-tonne machines now. But I would put the lighter weight attachments on, and that way you have the ability to work anywhere and you're not going to suffer stability issues. And I'm in two minds about a counterweight because this machine, as an example, it has trouble slewing when I'm on angles, or swinging, swinging, however you want to talk about it. So if I'm on a hill, I can't swing uphill very well, sometimes not at all, when I have the mulcher on, because the mulcher is 400, with the coupling and everything, it's 400 kilos, and then I've got another 180 kilos of hydraulic tilting hitch quick coupler out there, and whatever the weight of that thumb is, the big old thumb there. And if I put a counterweight on the back of the machine, it may still have trouble swinging. So I think if I just get a bigger machine with more power for all of its hydraulics, that'll solve all those issues, and just make sure I've got lightweight equipment still heavy duty equipment, but light in physical weight or mass. So many roots and so many plugger bushes growing off them. Lucky they're only shallow. The roots, I mean, shallow rooted. Next victim, please. Here we go. This is a different tree. Softwood, these ones. I don't think there's any hardwood trees here. There are a couple, quite a few very nice trees in this small paddock here, which I am going to leave because they are. Oh, horse is getting spooked over there. Sorry, horse. It's just breaking trees. More green ants. My goodness, there's a lot of green ants. I'll show you another tree. I'll spin around. There's another tree here, but there's lots and lots of them in this paddock. And the green ants absolutely love these particular trees, and we all love the fruit of this particular tree. If you look there, there's a row of mango trees with mangoes on them, just there. And the green ants, holy moly, they love mango trees. I better turn and face that tree because it must have some thick roots. I need to get a better angle of attack. I don't know whether there's any of you that don't own an excavator that watch what I do, but the excavators are least stable over the side, and they're more stable at the front, the most stable at the front where the blade is, and then the next point of stability is over the back where the blade isn't. So pop the bucket down, push the front of the tracks off the ground, and I count a slew and walk the tracks at the same time to do that movement. And then I can get a better purchase on this thing. It's stuck in the teeth. Here we go. So I will have to dig from a bit from behind this one because it's a bigger tree, and I'll lose where I lose in the breakout force. This is a technique that you can do here. I put the bucket in the ground, and now I lever off the bucket against the ground. So that's why sometimes this smaller bucket is better than my actual ripper, because it's got more more material pushing against the back of the ground, and I can get in underneath. I'll just work underneath, pushing down, and then roll, and hopefully, if it goes to plan, you'll see this tree stump pop out. If not, I will dig a bit more around it to get it. So I'm using the power of the bucket and the back of the bucket, and there you go, that popped. Big roots on this tree. Has a good purchase on the ground. Take the dirt out again, and put it on the pile. That's only half of the roots though, I've got to get the rest out now. Same thing, work the bucket under it, and get the back of the bucket, and then just pivot it upwards, pivot the teeth upwards, and it's using it like a lever, but there's nothing there to grab a hold of us, anything, just dirt. So I need to find the butt of the stump or a big root. There we go, got it. So there was nothing because it was pointing towards me, the devil of a thing. Up some debris. And I'll leave that post there for him, the whole row of posts. He may want to put up some sort of a fence to keep the horse in to a particular area. You never know what some of these people would like to do. Actually, he probably won't. I think he's going to sell the horse. You looking for a horse of that colour? Give me a holler. I'll let Sam know. Half of the job of ripping these trees out is the backfilling. I haven't worked that out yet. Don't want to leave holes in the paddock. That's why I do my best to shake as much of the dirt off as I can, because it just helps fill the hole. So most of you are probably just waking up and having a coffee. 7:35 a.m. I woke up with my wife at just after 4 when her alarm went off. She had to start work very early this morning. But my alarm went off at 5, but I didn't really sleep. Once she wakes up, I stay awake. So, it'll be early to bed again tonight for me, but then we can both sleep in tomorrow morning. Forward to a caffeine fueled drink around what we call smoko time, which is morning tea, whatever you want to call it, smoko. Some people even call it crib, C-R-I-B. I don't know where that name come from. Let me know. Actually, that's something. If somebody knows where crib actually come from, I've never researched it. Alright, next victim, please. Bucket on the ground, lift the tracks up. And I slew one track one way, one track the other way, and slew to the left at the same time, and then put it all down. That's how you move your tracks. And it's easier on the idlers, front idlers as well, if you can do that. And it will also make less damage to sensitive ground if you're on sensitive ground. And look at that. Where on earth did that root come from? It spawned a tree, or a sapling. That's a chook on the loose, or a chicken. I call them chooks. Turn the music up for a bit. Look at all them green ants on that. There must have been a nest very close to that, and it is just covered in green ants. Either that or the nest, as it broke up, the queen is near it, and they're all hanging around the queen. He wants to keep that tree that's in front of the bucket there now. So I'll move these over here. We can burn them over here. How's that? Sometimes a grapple would be better. I make do with the thumb. It's still pretty good. What do you think, folks? A bit quicker than what you can do with a shovel and a chainsaw. A lot easier too. It up a little bit, snap a few branches down. As I push down, compact the file. Give it a little squeeze between the bucket and the thumb. Packed it a bit more, and then that will do for that pile, I think. The power of hydraulics, amazing, isn't it? Greenland trees, but don't want to snap so easy. Okay, next victim. That. So that big tree is definitely staying behind. I believe it is a commonly known as a rain tree, that one. Beautiful tree. It's very big. Very big. I've seen them in other parts of this town, in Mackay where I live, and also up in, I think the biggest ones I've ever seen are up in Ingham, which is near a mill. There's a mill up there, a sugar mill. And the name escapes me now, but anyway, my brother-in-law showed me there's some massive trees there. I'm sure there's plenty in the forest somewhere as well that are even bigger again. Right, let's get this one. Snap him off. Because it's bigger, I'll just I'll break it up a bit. Come on. horse over there in the distance is he's calmed down now. He's eating, he or she. I'll show you a little trick that I do. Get the blade up on that tree stump there, hold it down, and I can pick it to pieces. This tree, snap off, snap out. Missed it. Makes it a lot easier when you can just pin it down and then just tear it apart like that. Break it into more manageable pieces that will burn easier, and you can break big pieces off it. Saves you chainsawing. Put that big piece up on top, might help it burn a bit better when he does burn it. If I can get it. Come on, Dale. Vast contrast to work I get. So yesterday and the day before, I was working on a construction site for a specialist pool builder. I haven't done any work for this guy before, but I was working around a house, very, very close quarters around a house. Working around concrete and brick posts, structures, roof lines, and gutterings and downpipes and windows. Everything was in my reach. So I had to be very, very careful. And here I am today, in a horse paddock, smashing stuff up. Sam must have had his morning coffee. He's out and about now. Let's get this stump. And all the saplings too. Guy He works in the mines, but he also has another business that he does here, just unassuming. He's probably doing quite well for himself. He builds pallets and crates. He does some himself, and he has his son helping him and a small team of people. Yeah, you wouldn't know it even existed, but he's obviously got a clientele and does all right for himself. Go. Pop that up. Get all the roots and all the saplings. Shake the dirt off. And yeah, rinse and repeat, you know. Some people make artwork out of tree roots. I haven't got an ounce of art in my body. I wouldn't know. But some people can see the value in it and the potential in it. I mean, it's incredible that people just get a big block of wood and a chainsaw and a vision, and away they go. It always amazes me. I don't mind watching that. There we go again. Another guava tree. So we go. Snap it. Oh, that doesn't come out real easy. Look at that. Look at that. Woohoo! That was easy. Too easy almost. That branch out of there. Look at the roots on it. Lots and lots and lots of roots. all with the potential to sprout another tree. You can go over there. And you can go over there too. Oh, I'll get you in a minute. Poor little chickens, they don't like my machine. Sorry, chickens, chooks. Oh, there must have been a bug there. That distracted them for a bit. They were chasing a bug. Constantly on the lookout for food. Chooks, birds. Teeth across the surface of the ground or through the surface of the ground, catch any other roots that are in there, bring them with me. Could put the stick rake on for this, but sometimes the smaller buckets are just a little bit more precise. Roots are probably off this other tree, which is, I don't know what's what, but anyway. Quiet there for a bit and focused. Make sure I get all these roots. So yeah, let me know in comments if you like this sort of video, or where I've got the camera up on the roof. It's a bit hard to put the camera in the cab because I have the screen across the front to stop trees getting me, and I tend to like to have that there, so it wrecks the view of any of the cameras, but I like to have it there for my safety. But definitely don't want to get a tree come through the front. Like in this environment that I'm working in now, the chances of that are very skinny, but some of the places I go, the trees, I've had trees fall on me. Sometimes you just don't see, because of the limited vision you have in these machines sometimes, and I've had, like I said, I've hooked trees with the blade as I'm moving and brought them down on myself. I've had limbs snap off. I recently had a big tree, luckily it fell away from me, but I was taking a small earth section of the tree down because it had snapped off in a storm, and the entire tree fell over about 30 seconds after I took this limb off of it, and it was rotten, and I didn't see it, but it was hidden by other vegetation in the rain, or in this forest that I was working in. So yeah, trees can be very unpredictable. Got spooked again. Or maybe he's just playing. She, maybe it's she, I think. Just going for a run. I want to run, says the horse. Do a bit of tidying up here, and then I'll move on to the next area. Sam recently gave me a good tip in regards to dozing, because he's been operating machinery and dozers for a very long time, and he said find second gear because the dozer feature, if you're going slow, it will find every bit of undulation and bump in the road, in the track, and you will never get a smooth finish. But if you find second gear, then you don't hit all the bumps as you still hit the bumps, but you just hit them in a different manner. And you get a smoother finish. So have that for a bit of useless trivia for the morning. Find second gear. So I just put mine in rabbit mode. A little bit of dozing here. I put my blade, my bucket out the side so it doesn't interfere with any of these trees, and have a little push around here. Clean up some of these holes. That I've made. I'm sure all these chooks want to get out here and have a scratch around in this fresh dirt. Get some worms and bugs and grubs. He said was, don't be afraid to do a bit of backblading. And start on a level surface or create a level surface. It's probably the biggest one. That'll do. G'day, Dale here from D&M. Well, I've finished. I'm all packed up, or not quite packed up, but almost there. Got to put the ramp up and double check everything and wash my hands and stuff. But anyway, I'm all done. Sure, I thought I'd go for a walk over here and show you what I've got done. It took a little while as there was so many roots to chase to get rid of those plugger trees or guava trees. We affectionately call them plugger trees for some reason. Anyways, here is the paddock. We've put it into burn piles. Oh, the dogs are cranky at me, and the birds are cranky at me. But this is this is the paddock. So we got rid of all the pest trees. Got 3 burn piles there. Hello, puppy dog. I've got a friendly dog here. Hello. 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 Hey, where's your mates? Oh, there's 3 of them. It's a real menagerie here. Dogs. Oh my goodness, I'm being here, come here dogs. Come here. Oh, who's excited? Oh, my doggy's going to be so jealous because I've been patting other doggies. Oh my goodness. Anyway, this is back to the paddock. I'd end up getting rid of the fence posts that were along there. That was his original little burn pile. He wanted that tree left behind. And the rain trees, took out 1 rain tree at the back there. Heaps and heaps of these guava trees. And the horse, I found out some information about the horse. I said in the video that the horse is for sale. It's 6-year-old and it is harness broken only. So it's a bit jumpy, a bit frisky. But yeah, 6-year-old horse, he's going to get rid of it. And upset the chooks and annoyed a lot of green ants, but anyway, job done. Hello, girl. Hello, girl. You want to come and have a sniff of my hand and then see if I'm worthy of saying hello to? No? Am I worthy of your time and attention? Nah. There you go. There's a horse moment. See yous on the next one. Bye bye.